I like cars,
Yeah.
but I can't, by earning $4,000 a month, I can't buy $50,000 car.
No.
If I want to buy, I got a Mustang myself. Same, I was working as kitchen and I started from low, but then I thought like if I work for my own, then only I can grow. If I'll be getting 35 an hour as well, I won't grow. Australia is a good country. You can grow here. It's just your mindset, how you make it. But don't stick to one job.
Okay.
Just if you want to gain some knowledge or some skills in one job, you can go for some like startup jobs. But then try to move in your own business. I have to do 38 hours there.
Okay.
And I have to do 3 days here too, 2 to 3 days.
So 2 to 3 days you're doing internship and 38 hours of of being chef, right?
Yeah, and then business.
Hello guys, this is me Mohit Sood and welcome back to My Australia 24. My Australia 24 is basically a platform where we share the stories of international students and immigrants in Australia. In today's video, I'll share a story of an international student who became an entrepreneur being an international student in Australia. Also, congratulations to all of you, those who received your visa grant. And after receiving the visa, the first hurdle comes in your life or in your student life or in your journey is finding an accommodation. You can find accommodation in embarked student. So in embarked student, you can search by location or according to your university nearby places. Well, I'd like to request you to check embarked student for your accommodation, and I believe that will resolve your accommodation problem. Also, embarked student provides student loan. All the links will be given in the description box. I'm requesting you to check the links. So let's hear the story. So hi Mohit, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So I find your story really interesting. So before starting that story, please tell me where you're from and how do you come to Australia?
Sure. I'm from Punjab, India, and I came here 4.5 years ago. I did my bachelor's in IT here, and now I'm doing internship with you.
Alright, so in which university did you do your bachelor?
I did from ATMC Federation University.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you came here before 4.5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So why are you doing this internship and why you need to do that internship? Can you please tell us about it?
Sure. For getting the skill assessment for IT, I have to do a bachelor of 3 years.
Okay.
Then for getting the skill assessment, I have to do professional year program. In that, we have to study 7 months and 3 months is the internship period that I got from you guys. So I have to work 3 months here. I'll get the internship done. So after doing 3 months, I'll get the skill assessment and I can apply for my PR.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me, why did you choose Australia? Why not other countries?
I choose Australia because there's a lot of growth opportunities here, a lot of business opportunity. Australia is growing, so it's better we can grow with it.
Alright, so since you talked about business and entrepreneurship, you are also an entrepreneur. Can you please tell us the behind the story? How did you become this entrepreneur and how did you get this idea of starting a business, actually multiple businesses in Australia and being an international student? So that's very fascinating. Please tell us about it.
Sure. So that thing happened in COVID. When COVID hit, before COVID, I was working as a chef.
Okay.
And when COVID hit, suddenly the restaurant got closed and I didn't had any opportunity or jobs to go with. And I was seeking some family support at that time. But after that time, I got some job in courier and I was looking for a few jobs. I did some odd jobs. But then I saw this courier thing. Then I went into that. So I got a van on rent. Then I thought how I can make more money so I can pay out my rent. And then while doing that, I did like 4-5 days a week. Then by growing it, I buy my own van. From 1, I did it to 2, 3. I did multiple vans and started giving in on rents. And while that, I saw there's a lot of opportunity for furniture moving, as everyone keeps moving these days. As in COVID, there was a lot of rental business properties in here.
Yeah.
So then I started my own furniture moving business, and I started it very small and in a competitive market, but it grew very well. So now I'm doing internship here. Boys are working over there, so everyone is happy.
Alright.
Yeah.
So basically you're working as an intern here.
Yeah.
Also, do you work as a chef as
Yeah,
well?
I work as a chef. I'm doing my job ready program for chef. So I work 4 to 5 days there. because there's I have to do 38 hours there, and I have to do 3 days here too, 2 to 3 days.
So 2 to 3 days you're doing internship and 38 hours of of being chef, right?
Yeah, and then business.
And then business. So how did you manage this time? Because why I'm asking this question, most of the students from South Asia, basically from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan or Sri Lanka, we never thought of this. We always think that working at retail or working at as a kitchen hand or etc., or maybe doing some hand cash job, that will give them money, easy money, and that will help them to manage the expense. But why did you think differently?
The thing is, I did same. I was working as kitchen and I started from low, but then I thought, like, if I work for my own, then only I can grow. If I'll be getting 35 an hour as well, I won't grow. I'll be stick to a minimum or maximum amount that I'll get in a week. But like putting multiple vehicles, making some more time in the business, I can make that money sitting at home. So that's the way we can work out. And like how I do is I make some jobs in the day. So the guys, I have some system for that, so they get the jobs over there. And then in the end of the day, when I go home, I call them and I take like yeah, so what's your schedule, what did you do? And we have the bank cards from which they do the transaction. So it's quite easy. It's every day. It's like Uber for them. They are getting paid every day. So same as me, I'm getting paid every day too.
So while you're working as an intern, in the meantime, when the boys are working or delivering the furnitures or moving the furnitures, you're earning.
Yeah, that's correct.
So basically, what you recommend the newcomers or the new students here in Australia, they are very tend to do cash jobs or something. So you're discouraging that one. And what would be your encouragement and what will be your message to them?
It's according to here, I started as international student. I started from very low wages to 10-15 an hour, but don't stick to one job. Just if you want to gain some knowledge or some skills in one job, you can go for some startup jobs, but then try to move in your own business. You can do one-time loss, but nothing you will lose in the life. That's the simple thing. Money you can earn again. That's easy method.
One more thing that I'm curious to know about: how did you balance your study, your household chores, and your work, your business, and how did you handle the mental stress?
It's all if we want to take everything to ourselves, I don't keep much money in the business with myself. I love to give the boys more so that I'll get less stress. So how I do is I balance 4 days in the kitchen. That 4 days, 10 hours in the kitchen, and 2 hours and after the kitchen job I give to my business time. Every day, morning 1 hour, night time 2 hours, I give it to them. So that's your time. So they take that time. So I'll get enough time with me. We have already 14 hours a day. Yeah. So it's struggling period we have to do.
Yeah. Most of the international students, those who are coming in computer science or IT background, they didn't know or they're not aware of internship and professional year, right? Can you please tell us a little bit about this?
Sure. So internship and professional year is a part of skill assessment. You can't get a skill assessed in the IT without doing the professional year or internship. So in most of the companies, we do 3 months internship. If they like our work, they'll hire us straight away. So this is the best platform you can get a job in IT. Once you get experience with any company, it's very easy for you to get job in IT in Melbourne.
So this internship, is it paid or non-paid?
It depends upon the companies. Mostly it's unpaid, but after 3 months, or if they like your work after 1-2 months, they'll ask you if you want to join them. So they'll start paying you guys.
Alright, so other than the internship and study, while you're working as a chef, tell us did you enjoy that work and what is the good part and the bad part of that job?
So working as a chef, it's not that easy. It's a hard job, so definitely, but and there's less chances of growth in there, but I like that because of the teamwork, and we have 4-5 guys in the kitchen, so it's pretty good, pretty easy. And now I'm working for a long time, but for a startup it's a hard job. I won't say it's easy peasy. It will be hard.
But you said the place, the restaurant you are working, you're very famous.
Yeah.
So tell us about you have already very known and popular face, and tell us where can we find you easily?
I'll work in Stalactites restaurant, but I'm working in the branch Hellagood. That's in Melbourne, Emporium, Chadston, and Fitzroy too. So you can find me there.
Yeah, there are always a very long
big line. Yeah. They're most popular Greek restaurant in the Melbourne.
Alright. So by the way, where are you living?
I live in Craigieburn.
Yeah. Okay. And for your household chores or maintaining your house, How do you manage time?
I just kept one day,
Okay.
like for doing all that, and like some days I have smaller shifts, like 7-8 hour shift. So after finishing that in the evening time, I do all that.
So what I can figure out that you are very punctual and you
Yeah.
utilize your time very, very well.
I make schedule like one day before, so next day I know I got this task to do. Once that's done, I can do anything. Then I don't have to think.
So time management is your core
Yeah.
and very strong skill.
Yeah.
So another thing I want to say that when there are new students, they're more into like traveling or like buying sneakers or like becoming so modernization, and that's nothing wrong with it. But why didn't you choose that way, and why did you focus on growing business or career and doing multiple jobs while you're balancing your study as well, internship as well?
See, everyone has different likes. I like cars,
Yeah.
but I can't, by earning $4,000 a month, I can't buy $50,000 car.
No.
If I want to buy, I got a Mustang myself.
Nice.
So yeah, I got a Mustang. So that if I work as a chef only, I can't afford it. I can't
Okay.
afford it like 5-7 years. But while working in my own business, I got it in 1 year, and that too in cash. So so yeah.
so-
These things, once you start doing it, once you work hard for a year, these things makes you more motivated.
Alright.
Accept anything. Yeah, when you see yourself growing,
Yeah.
so you can work hard then.
So rather than working in cash or like PD money or small money, avian is like
That's fine.
it's very legal, and hand cash is illegal here in Australia.
Yeah.
So what will be your suggestion for the newcomers?
ABN is best. You can like claim your GST, you can claim your expenses. ABN is better. I've worked like 2 years on ABN, so it's a good thing. We
Oh.
can cover everything in there, and I think there's less chances of hours issue in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nowadays, like from 1st of July, there will be work hours limitations for students. What would be your suggestion that they can do it in this way?
They can start up with like any job, but not at underwage. They
Yeah.
can start up in the interest of field of interest, wherever they like. Somebody like IT, they can start off in IT and start making about their own skills, how they can enhance it.
Yeah.
So once they got off like 6 months semester off, they can make easy money.
Yeah, and another thing is people are not so aware of skill and financial management, like money management, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want to say about it?
So about money management, it's like you have to hold your hands for like few months when you're new in Australia.
Yeah.
But when you get used to it, you have to save some money on the rent, groceries, etc. But when you get used to it, it will be easy for you. Don't spend much more money on sneakers and things.
Yeah.
Once you get earning good, it's easy. Then you don't have to think before spending. So it's
Alright.
easy.
So students from India, Bangladesh, and do you have any message for them?
Australia is a good country. You
Yeah.
can grow here. It's just your mindset, how you make it. That's
All
it.
right. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your valuable suggestions for
Sure.
students. And I'm really honored to take this interview.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
fine.